Imagine the following scenario. You're working on a project that aims to implement gamification. Since you do know that gamification has to be implemented purposefully, you want to use a perfect gamification framework for your project goal. But how do you find this gamification framework? Searching on Google Scholar for gamification framework will result in over 70,000 results. If you narrow down your search according to your project goal, you may still get too much results or none at all, depending on your new search phrase. Either way, you will probably end up with a list of gamification frameworks that may or may not fit your needs. How do you identify the best one? Will you choose the framework with the fanciest name or the one with most citations? Probably not. You will spend a lot of time and maybe money to identify the best gamification framework and maybe have to end up using a too broad one or one that was developed for another context. Or you even have to develop your own gamification frameworks because you couldn't find one. This is where my research will help you in the future. I attempt to develop a process to find the most suited gamification framework for a specific use case. We will identify possible selection criteria based on a project's possible goals and contexts. Since some selection criteria may not be able to just be matched with a true or false answer, but rather with more flexible values like mostly or 70%, we have to find a method to map these selection criteria to the available gamification frameworks. We also have to consider that not everyone considers the same selection criteria important. Maybe for a beginner in the gamification field, easy to use is way more important than flexibility, whereas someone else especially needs a framework that can be used for children. To recommend the most suited gamification framework, we will consider all these factors. We will develop a tool where interested operatives can state their selection criteria, give them a certain weight, and the tool will give them a list of gamification frameworks and the information to what extent they fit the needs of the user. You as the user of the tool then have the choice. Will you use the one where the tool suggests 90% match, or will you use one that says 60% match, but it has this factor that you missed with the other framework? You maybe are not able to find a gamification framework that satisfies your need. So you decide to develop your own gamification framework after all. But at least you are sure that you did not invest valuable time in the development process when there were several fitting frameworks already available. We will provide you with the quality guidelines for gamification framework just for this case. Also, you will have the possibility to make your new framework easier available for others by adding it to the tool using our developed process for matching a framework to the selection criteria. And other users on the search for the perfect gamification may find just what they need in your gamification framework.